Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. And I had a bit of a situation here at the Hoard. A couple of nights ago, my internet was kind of wacky, slow, not behaving properly. And in this corner of the house, there is a router, for wireless hi-fi. And I maintain an open system because my wife teaches piano, and some of her students and their parents like to hop on, and spend a few minutes on the internet, right? No surprises there. Anyway, when it was acting crazy, you do the usual, you reboot the router, you reboot the decoder, all that trivia. And when it came back, it was good for a couple of minutes, then it went kind of wonky again. So at that point, my son took a look to see who was on the wireless router. And we found an unknown computer siphoning my internet. Now the router on this side of the house, right, the major router for the house doesn't have a very good signal. It's a little bit older. So quite honestly, if you're on the far side of the house in the living room, your signal's already becoming attenuated. And if you go outside the house by the garage, down in the lower driveway, you have no signal, right? So what we did when we found the interloper on our systems, we grabbed a couple of flashlights, and started for the doors, at which time instantly the person hopped off and disappeared. Now, this is really the only place, this side of the house is really where that person would have had to be. Obviously when we came outside, we checked in here, behind the sheds, all that other kind of stuff. There was been, obviously we keep our virus scans and all that trivia up to par. So I don't think it was that. Given the person hopped right off, I don't think somebody has some kind of battery operated booster or something, because the person, right, that would have stayed on and we could have looked around for it. So I think it was a person, but for the, we looked around and we couldn't find any evidence. I mean, obviously we looked under the trees, as we were coming out, we were listening. We didn't hear anybody crashing through the woods here. My neighbor over there, God, has to be 1,000 feet away. The road is, 500 feet away. Plus you got to get through the house. Plus, once again, the server is more toward that end of the house. So you not only have to, you got to get through the brick wall and the windows and so forth. Plus there's furniture in the room. I don't know. I cannot explain this. You come out, you're a little paranoid, right? Obviously, we're listening closely to hear anybody crashing through the woods, and we didn't hear that either. So, I don't know. Somebody had a drone far enough up where we couldn't hear it? Or somebody put a battery-operated server on top of a drone and landed it on the roof? Or extender. I really can't explain it. Maybe some of you guys with a little more internet knowledge. I mean, we looked behind the sheds. The grass had recently been cut at that point, and we were kind of, with the flashlight at night, you get a little contrast. Didn't look like anybody was poking around. But once again, I still cannot explain why somebody was able to hop on my internet. Obviously, it's an opened internet. I keep looking through the woods here. There isn't, a homeless person living back here that I've found. I mean, unless he's a secret agent or something, I haven't been able to find any indication that somebody is back there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know if anybody else has had trouble like this. I'm in a rural area. Honestly, from that server to the next house, or that router to the next house, over 1,000 feet. And once again, to get to that house, you kind of got to go through the entire house to get there. And to get to that house, you got to go through that entire hunk of house. And you guys know the walls of a house, especially the brick wall, really attenuate it. So if anybody could give me some kind of idea what I'm looking at, and I guess what I'm going to have to do, like it or not, I'm going to have to upgrade my router. I'm probably going to have to put something on there with a password. I don't know why. I mean, for a purpose of robbing me or whatever, I don't know why they would do that. I do virtually no electronic banking, so that I don't have any great financial knowledge or any knowledge somebody would be worth stealing. I don't think, right? You guys know me, you tell me. Anyway, I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Any advice would be well appreciated. I want you all to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.